In this video, we'll have an overview of the main user interface of nChronos console. First, launch the console. And it's the start page. On the left side, we have Server Explorer and Packet File Explorer. We use Server Explorer to connect and manage our nChronos servers. If we want to analyze local packet files, we can use Packet File Explorer to open them. With these two explorers, we can analyze from a server through network, and analyze locally. Now let's connect to a server and see what network data we can get. First we see this beautiful chart on the top. It's called the time window. It shows us the throughput trends, and we can easily see if there are any traffic spikes. The tip box moves along with the pointer, and shows the exact value of each point. This is a 4-minute window, so each granularity represents 1 second. If we change time window to 20 minutes, each point will be 5 seconds. We have 4 types of graph to show on the time window, including the utilization graph. The most important function of the time window is that we can select a time range on it, and get statistics of the selected time period. For example, we randomly select a time range. Go to IP address tab, and we can see top talkers of that selected time period. If we change the time selection, it refreshes accordingly. We can also move the time window backwards to see historical traffic pattern. When a time range is selected, we can have multiple types of traffic analysis statistics of this time period. The Summary tab gives us several categories of key traffic statistics. The left side part shows statistics of current time window. Data of selected time period is shown on the right. The Application tab lists all applications used in the selected time period. We can see which applications use the most bandwidth. It helps to identify those high bandwidth consumption activities like downloading and online video streaming. The IP address tab shows the IP address of hosts that generated traffic during the selected time period. We can easily find the top talkers. The IP addresses are nicely organized in the internal and external groups, so we can see what the top talkers are in our local network. Network segment summarizes traffic of all hosts in each network segment, and shows the total statistics. We can see which network segment, or department, uses the most bandwidth. If we want to see MAC address statistics, we can use the Physical Address tab, which shows MAC address of all hosts that generated bytes in that time period. The Conversation tabs will show addresses in pairs, so we understand who our hosts were talking to. We can see total bytes between the two, and also bytes and packets of each host. The physical conversation is pretty much the same. We can see MAC address of 2 nodes. On TCP Conversation tab, besides IP address of 2 hosts, we can have TCP port numbers on 2 hosts as well. Apparently, port number 80 means it's HTTP service. The UDP Conversation tab shows UDP ports as well. The last tab is Alarm. If we enable alarms to alert network anomalies, we can see alarm logs in this tab. For example, when utilization exceeds 70%, an alarm is triggered, and a log is listed here. This video only helps you to have an overview of the main user interface of nChronos. You can watch detailed introduction and use of functions in other videos.